In this video, let's all time travel back to Minecraft's past. Or maybe hop over to some space times you probably never knew existed. Back when Minecraft only had exactly 2 different blocks, and the only thing you could do was place blocks. And to make all that happen, we need some incredibly complex machines. Ones that can totally travel through the harshest planets out there. They also come with some seriously wild looks and skins. Sadly, none of them look like a plane though, guys. Huh? Of course, they can also explore the moon before any of the NASA astronauts, and even explore Mars before Elon Musk. And before we jump into the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And to do all of that, you're gonna need to build yourself a TARDIS. And this right here is what it looks like at first. Instead of being crafted like other regular machines, it's actually grown from a seed. After you plant the seed in the ground, it takes about an hour to fully grow. And obviously nobody's got time to sit around and wait for that. You'll be able to watch the whole growth happening super fast through several different stages. How on earth can a tree grow a chunk of iron? Must be another one of Dr. Doofenshmirtz's inventions. For those of you who don't know, this is the Dalek Mod, a mod based on the TV show Doctor Who. With this mod, you can totally pick your favorite skin. And you can even customize the interior decor too. Unlike some other game where skins cost like 200 bucks a pop. Even though Christmas was about 5 months ago, I'm still going with the Christmas theme. Once you've picked your theme, open the door and go ahead and step inside. And when you walk in, you'll get teleported to a whole new space. Now, let's throw in some lighting effects to brighten things up. Inside, it looks like a house, but with 0 windows. Probably because it's floating out in space. Alright, before we get to the main content, go find yourself a flight panel and place it anywhere in this room. Then click on it. And you can turn this time machine into a vehicle you can actually drive around in that dimension. And you can take it sightseeing literally anywhere you want. You can even take a road trip to America, for example. Alright, now let's bring it back down and head back to the cockpit. The central console is the most important spot in here, and it's what you use to travel through space and time. First up is one of the most important things in here. This panel is where you choose where you want to go. It includes all kinds of brand new asteroids, old legacy versions of Minecraft, or just some of the classic familiar dimensions. Next up is the lever. Without this, you're not going anywhere. And this right here is what lets you adjust your coordinates. That thing that looks like a trapdoor is for changing your skin. This screen gives you a ton of useful info, like your current location or where you're about to go. First, we're heading to the oldest version of Minecraft. That's Cave Game, made by Notch back in 2009. That was almost 17 years ago, which means it might actually be older than some of you watching. If you click the lever and it shows you this message, that means something ain't right. But don't sweat it, I got you. You just need to adjust the coordinates a little bit, then pull the lever and you're good to go. So what are we waiting for? Let's step outside and explore the very first version of Minecraft. Day 1's gonna be a blast for sure, because by day 2 you're probably dying of starvation. The middle of bumfuck nowhere. I honestly can't wrap my head around how a game with only 2 blocks like this somehow managed to become one of the most beloved games of all time. Next up, we're heading to the classic Nether. This is the old school Nether, guys. It gives off such an old school and nostalgic vibe. Anyone who remembers this has been playing Minecraft for over 10 years at least. The first time I ever saw this was when I was watching Dan TDM review Minecraft mods, and the next destination we're jumping to is classic Minecraft. And it was in this version that an image was created that gave birth to one of Minecraft's most legendary characters. And that character is none other than Herobrine. Look at that scenery, all blurry like that, super familiar, and this is the image that created Herobrine, which is also one of the biggest mysteries in all of Minecraft, and an endless content goldmine for YouTubers back in the day. For those who don't know, this right here is the original Minecraft skeleton, and it doesn't even need a bow. It can still shoot you guys. Where the heck are you pulling arrows from? Bro! Bruh. Normally, it would take a moment to aim before shooting, but now it's going full auto on me, and on top of that, after it dies, it also fires a whole bunch of arrows in every direction. For those who don't know, this is a robot called a Dalek, and it's a robot from the TV show Doctor Who. It will shoot you if you're in survival mode, so just shoot it first. This version is also the one that introduced 2 of the most iconic flowers in the game. Back in the early days, they were simply called Yellow Flower and Red Flower. And it wasn't until later they got renamed to Dandelion and Poppy. For those who don't know, the poppy plant is used to extract opium, which is of course completely illegal in the US and a ton of other places worldwide. So if you grow and misuse it in real life, you're looking at some serious prison time. FBI, open up! Which just goes to show, this iron golem is definitely up to something. Always carrying poppies around on him. See that, guys? Looks all innocent on the outside, but you really can't judge by appearances. In this version, the clouds are placed super low, sometimes even lower than the actual terrain. Honestly, looking back, you can really tell how far Mojang has come. Next time, maybe skip adding useless mobs like the glow squid, though. Those white blobs over there are just an illusion. Those aren't actually clouds. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're all going to go find Herobrine in Minecraft. Let's see if we can actually find Herobrine today. Make sure you stick around till the end. Oh my god! Guys, I found Herobrine! Oh my god. This is insane. I'm literally so scared. Back in the day, you could have racked up a couple million views with that. Wait, hold on. I actually used a custom NPC to make this Herobrine, but now somehow I can't delete it. What the heck is going on? You've got to be trolling me right now. Please just tell me this is a game bug. This version also has the first ever TNT in the game, and this TNT is super special. And that's because you literally cannot activate it using any of the methods you'd normally use in Minecraft. Like a lever, a pressure plate, a redstone block, or flint and steel. None of it works. The only way to set it off is to punch it. This thing takes a beating just like a simp. For those of you who don't know, this mod can take you to any dimension that's been added by other mods you have installed, and I'll give you guys two quick examples of some super well-known dimensions. First up is the Ether, and second is the Twilight Forest. So theoretically, it could reach hundreds to thousands of different universes. For those of you who are newer to Minecraft and don't know, this is one of the most famous dimensions from back in the day. There are genuinely so many videos about these dimensions on YouTube. But the most famous one is definitely this legendary troll right here. And the Twilight Forest is home to bosses like the Naga, the Hydra, and the Urghast. If you used to play Minecraft Hexit, you'd probably recognize these guys. Just like the Dalek Mod. This mod is also based on the Doctor Who TV show, and this one looks a lot more modern because it was made for a higher version. And of course, being newer means it's way more creative. For example, this right here is the Easter Island statue. This thing looks a lot like a public phone booth. If you want, you could also just call it Superman's changing room. This one totally looks like it's from Mario, and this one looks way too nerdy. Once you get inside, you'll notice this console is a bit different. Well, actually quite a lot different. First, find yourself a control panel face that looks like this, and make sure it has buttons on it like these. Then grab a sonic screwdriver and plug it into the slot. Go ahead and stick it right in, then pull it out, and you've finished the data extraction step. Then hold shift and switch it to scanning mode. Now, you'll be able to see what all those buttons on it actually do. I'd recommend you guys take a moment to tweak the settings on the central console. It'll look way cleaner and be a lot easier to use. And of course, there are tons of different designs out there. But personally, I think the design right after the very first one is still the best one. Alright, let's go ahead and kick off the time travel. The very first thing we need to do is pick a dimension. And this time we're heading to the moon, guys. Step 2 is to turn on this alarm light. Step 3 is to activate this switch. I think this one might be the stabilizer or something. Step 4 is to pull this handbrake. And the next step is to engage the throttle. And it'll go into the launch sequence and start heading toward the moon. Wait a moment for it to kick in, and then it'll take off toward the moon. Once this gauge hits 100%, you're all done. Or if you're bored just sitting there waiting, you can open this door to get a look at the time vortex up close and personal. But make sure you keep a little distance while looking. Don't just jump straight in or things will go south real fast. You can still jump in if you really want to. Jumping in will drop you into a deep time hole and send you straight to the moon. Sounds pretty nice, right? Since you don't have to wait for it to hit 100%, but it won't bring your TARDIS along with you. So getting back home is basically hopeless. Then go ahead and put on the spacesuit and head out to the moon. And of course, once you step onto the moon, you'll be able to see the stars, the galaxy, and even Earth from up here, even though it doesn't actually look this big in real life. The surface of the moon is absolutely packed with meteor craters. For anyone with some solid geography knowledge, you'll definitely recognize that this side right here is Africa. And on the other side is Asia. How come America's all hidden behind there? If you ever thought the US never landed on the moon, take a good look at this. The flag looks this crisp and realistic. What would you know about that, huh? As for Mars in this mod, there's honestly just one thing to say about it. It's literally just the moon but painted orange. Alright, and that's everything I wanted to cover for you guys in this video. If you found this video fun and helpful, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss all the awesome videos coming in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.